With the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC, we kind of know a few things about it. Like, we kind of know what it's going to be about, but not really in depth. Because obviously, all we have is this just tiny teaser trailer. Like, that's all we have. We don't know anything more about the DLC, but we will soon. Like, there's going to be a bigger trailer for it, I'm assuming within the next couple of months, maybe even weeks here. Who knows? Because Legends ZA is coming out in 3 weeks. So what we can infer right now is that we think it's going to be taking place in some sort of like maybe alternate Lumio City or something. Initially I was thinking like, hey, what if we're going to get to go to maybe like part of the Alola region or like maybe a little section of the Kanto region, kind of going to like bits and pieces of different regions that we know about. Now I'm thinking, well, maybe it is actually just a different Lumia City, which I think would kind of be weird. I'd way rather us like be exploring in space, you know, different areas, random wormholes, and I don't know, just different like planets that we don't even know about. That would be pretty sick. Obviously, that's probably just me asking for like way too much, but I think that'd be so cool. But with an alternate Lumio City, we could totally get the reverse starter Pokemon in there. Now, I saw this from Soul Silver Art, so I have to give him the credit for this. So he was talking about Hyperspace Lumios implies that it could be a mirror dimension to the base ZA Lumios. If that's the case, then I think there's a decent chance that the inversion of the ZA starters could be there in the alt dimension. So Snivy, Cyndaquil, Oshawott, instead of Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile, and for some reason we get to choose between them at the beginning of the DLC. Maybe by the end we'll be able to get all three of them too. Just a theory that I want to be true. I think that'd be so sick. It's funny because this would be 2 Gen 5 starter Pokemon and then 1 Gen 2 starter Pokemon. Whereas, you know, Legends ZA is 2 Gen 2 Pokemon and then 1 Gen 5 Pokemon. So it would be the total opposite, the total inverse, and then they could potentially get Mega Evolutions as well. Like, I've been saying that I want a Mega Superior, Mega Samurott, and then a Mega Cyndaquil, which the Superior and Samurott designs are from Bulby Boy. These look incredible. And then, of course, Cyndaquil, man. Or I guess I should say Typhlosion. Dude, sometimes in my brain, like, I'm thinking of so many different things at one moment that I don't say the third stage evolution and I say the first stage evolution. So I'll say like Mega Snivy, but I mean Mega Superior. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys do that type of stuff too? Because I swear I do that like all the time and I don't even mean to do it. Also, let me know, would you want to see these other starter Pokemon in like an alternate mirror dimension Lumio City? I really wonder what this is going to look like because, I don't know, me thinking that there's an X and a Y Mega Raichu, it's like, why is there an X and a Y form? There's got to be some like real specific reason in this alternate universe, or maybe 2 different alternate universes. Like, imagine if, you know, the X came from one Lumio City, the Y form came from another Lumio City. That could be insane. And could you imagine if there is a Z form out there? Now that'd be crazy. That's not gonna happen. But imagine, guys, imagine a Mega Raichu Z. Oh my gosh. It is just gonna be fascinating to see what comes out of this DLC. The Pokemon Legends ZA leaks are going to start coming out like crazy soon. And what I mean by the leaks, I mainly mean just like data mining like to the max. You know, we're probably going to get all the gameplay online. People are going to be playing the game on live streams and stuff like that. So just beware of some of the stuff you see on the internet because it's going to happen really soon. And I'm recording this video like 3 days ahead of schedule right now. So honestly, even by the time I've posted this video, like time I finished editing and, you know, have it posted, there could even already be a data mine, although I doubt it. I'm thinking we're probably going to get the data mining stuff most likely maybe like after October like 7th. Like, I'd say after the first week of October, it's probably just going to be a madhouse because think about it, the game comes out October 16th. So Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, that game was leaked super early. I can't remember how early Scarlet and Violet were leaked. I don't really remember exactly, but I know Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, guys, it was wild. Those games were all on the internet, way ahead of schedule. Alright, so Soul Silver Art said a lot of people are saying that they wouldn't give Typhlosion and Samurott DLC megas because they just got forms / were the starters in PLA, but the opposite is true in my opinion. This allows them to give new megas to starters without focusing on the starters that could be the trio in a future Legends game. If they don't give megas to the Sinnoh or Galar starters in a DLC of all places, people would be less excited to see any of them as the starter trio of the next Legends game. Instead of the ones they already used in a Legends game, this would just feel like more of a bonus, which, yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, it would just be a bonus. Plus, Superior in this weird limbo where Emboar got a Mega and Samurott got a regional form in Superior, ? This would at least make their trio more complete, but then would make Snivy less likely to be a proper Legends game starter. And then he posted a picture of all of the starter Pokemon that we could potentially see in the next Legends game if they were to use the, you know, inverted starters from ZA. So obviously we have all the Gen 1 starters, which I'm actually actually very, very surprised that Game Freak have not used the Gen 1 starters at all in a Legends game yet. I'm actually kind of proud of them because we all know that Game Freak absolutely love the Gen 1 starters. They will milk the heck out of them like no other. And I honestly wouldn't even want to see them anytime soon in a Legends game because, you know, the Gen 1 starters, I've used them a million times, but I love them. No shade on the Gen 1 starters. I love the Gen 1 starters. But anyway, so we have all the Gen 3 starters. We have all the Gen 4, Gen 6, Gen 8, Gen 9, and then 2 Gen 7 starters. And then, of course, you know, if we don't get the inverted starters for ZA, then obviously that leaves Snivy out for grabs, which I love Snivy. Definitely one of my favorite starters. Let me know what generation on this list is your favorite set of starter Pokemon, and then what specific Pokemon is your favorite Pokemon. For me, dude, I don't know. Something about Gen 4, I just love all three of those starters so much. But I could say the same for like Gen 5, obviously Gen 1, Gen 3. It's hard. It's just so hard to pick. So let me know your thoughts about that. Shout out to Soul Silver Art again for, you know, this insane concept because I've been talking about like the Mega Evolutions for, you know, Snivy or Superior. See, I did the thing again. I did the thing where I say Snivy instead of Superior. You know, the Mega Evolution for Superior and Samurai, which, dude, it would look just so cool. It would be so cool, especially Samurai, dude. I swear, Mega Samurai would be crazy. I do think we're gonna get more Mega Evolutions. Like this picture of all the Mega Stones and stuff, we're gonna get more Mega Evolutions in the DLC. It's not just gonna be Mega Raichu X and Y. We're probably gonna get like, I don't know, I'd say minimum 5 new ones and up to maybe 15. Like 5 to 15 is my guess. I don't know if they do a lot in the DLC, but shoot, this DLC is going to be $30 USD, so it better be worth it for a lot of us to be buying it because, bro, we're going to be paying for the game, which is going to be $60 or $70, depending on if you get the Switch 1 or the Switch 2 version, plus $30 for the DLC, so you're already at least minimum $100 into this game, basically, if you're factoring in, like, tax and everything like that. And then, of course, if you don't have a Switch 2, a lot of people are going to be buying a Switch 2 to play this game. That's, what, $500 or something like that USD. It's crazy. It's just, it's insane. So there better be some cool Mega Evolutions in this DLC, that's for sure. But anyways, let me know your thoughts about this. Let me know a Mega Evolution you want to see in the DLC that we haven't even seen revealed or released yet, or not even in the leaks, because, of course, Mega Raichu X and Y, we're not even in the leaks, which is wild. So, I mean, there are so many Pokemon that we could have a new Mega Evolution for, or I guess just a Mega Evolution in general for. Like, with the DLC, I'm assuming they're probably even going to add, like, just other Pokemon to the game. Like, not even just with, like, Mega Evolution stuff. Like, I mean, you know, like, for example, let's say Flygon isn't in the regular Pokedex. They could totally add Flygon to, you know, the Pokedex with the DLC, if that makes sense. And hopefully Mega Flygon does actually happen. Like, I genuinely hope that really happens because I think that would make tons of fans happy. I think thousands of people would be so excited to see a real Mega Flygon. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel to help reach my goal of 30,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Hope you guys all have a fantastic day, stay safe out there, and if you are real and watching this far in the video, comment down below sushi. Just let me know you are a real one, and watching this far in the video, of course. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.